aló, 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 aló.
Hello.
Once again, I request all the faculty members which are sitting behind, they are requested to occupy the seats which are vacant in front of this hall.
सर थर्डला काय नाहीये, थर्डला काय 800 मॅक्झिमम पाहिजे. हा मिळाले तर मिळाले 800 आपलं मॅक्झिमम तो एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डर त्यांनी लिखाण जास्त केलं.
Hello, hello.
Good afternoon to one and all after the post-lunch session. Now, today we have in this particular noon session, we have clubbed second and third themes together. Second theme is holistic education through integration of skilling, industry connect, and employability. And the third theme is the innovation and entrepreneurship. So, as both these themes are related, we have clubbed these uh, two themes together. And for these two themes, Dr. Karim Maridia, Director of Michigan State University, will act as a chairman. Dr. Srinivasan Iyengar will act as a co-chairman, as well as Dr. P.J. Kshirsagar and Dr. A.V. Daipale of this university. They will act as a rapporteur. So I initially request Dr. Atul Mohd sir to felicitate Dr. Karim Maredia by offering shawl, Shriphal, bouquet, and the university gift. Dr. Karim Maredia sir, please. Huh? हो शेवटी करतोय सगळ्यांना. Again, I request Dr. Mohd sir to felicitate Dr. Srinivasan Iyengar, the co-chairman of this session, by offering bouquet, shawl, Shrifal, and university gift. Then I personally welcome Dr. Indramani sir, Vice Chancellor, Marathwada Agricultural University, Vasantrao Naik, Marathwada Agricultural University, who has joined online mode. And on online mode, I offer him bouquet. I request him to accept it on the online mode. Then I request again Dr. Thokal sir, to felicitate Dr. P. Ganeshan sir by offering shawl, Shrifal, bouquet, and university gift. हे झालं ना? ब्रिगेडियरचं नाही झालं. हं? हं? हे राजेंद्र देव राहिले. ब्रिगेडियरचं झालं का राहिले? हं? झालं ना? राजेंद्र देव काय झालं? झाले सगळे ना? झाले सगळे? हं? हं? मग गणेशन पण झालं, तीनच आहे त्याच्यामध्ये. बरं. I request again Dr. Thokal sir to felicitate Dr. Rajendra Jagdale by offering shawl, Shrifal, bouquet, and university gift. Huh? Similarly, I welcome Mr. Harshavardhan Kakeri, CEO, Horticulture Private Limited, Bangalore, who is present in online mode, and I welcome him by offering a bouquet on online mode. Then I request Honorable Chairman Sir, Dr. Karim Maridia Sir, to begin the proceedings. So Dr. Maridia Sir, please.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Yeah, I know we just had lunch, right? So we'll keep it very interactive. So we had a very good session this morning before lunch, focusing on access to quality education, equity, inclusion, and so on. Yeah, and so now this afternoon, the team second and the team third has been merged together, yeah, because we ran out of short time. So this session is a merger of the two sessions. So my name is Karim Maridia. I'm originally from India. I work at Michigan State University in the United States, in the northeast part of United States. I'm originally from a small village here in Gujarat, in North Gujarat. But I'm, most importantly, I'm an alumnus of Dr. Balasaheb Sawant Konkan Krishi Vidyapith, yeah. I was a student here from 1975 to 79, yeah. So today I'm standing before you is because of that education that was given to me here in Dapoli. I was able to go there, yeah. So what we are going to do is we have 6 panelists. 4 of them are here and 2 of them are online, yeah. So I'm going to request each of our panel member to take 3 minutes, yeah, maximum 3 minutes, no big lecture, yeah, 3 minutes, and give their perspectives on the issue of on holistic education, on skilling, on industry connections, on innovations and entrepreneurship. And this session will be co-chaired by myself, and we have Dr. Srinivasan Iyengar, whom you heard this morning from Mumbai. And then we have 4 other members of the panel, and I'll just read their name, and then we will give each one of them 3 minutes. And we are supported by a 3-member team of coordinator. Dr. Rajendra is there, Dr. Atul Mohod is there, and Dr. Krishna Sagar is there, yeah. So this is what the format of the session will be. So let me start with my just very brief comments, and then we will go on to the other panelists. I hope our 2 panelists who are online mode, I hope they are able to hear us. Michigan State University, we are a public land grant university, like the state agriculture universities here in India. So in each of the 50 states of the United States, there is at least 1 land grant university. The word land grant means the land was given by the government to establish a university in each state, university for what we call common people. I know we were talking about how do we have good quality access education to disadvantaged group and so on. So universities like Michigan State, we were established to provide education to everyone, yeah? So we were established in 1855. So we are now more than 170 years old. We were established as a small agriculture college, but now we have become a very comprehensive university. College of Agriculture is one of the 17 colleges at the university, which is great because our students now have flexibility to take students, not classes, sorry, not in agriculture, but also in other fields, which is good. And as a land grant university, our mission is very simple: research, teaching, and extension. Yeah, those are the 3 pillars. And I think state agriculture universities are similar. And we, our extension mission goes beyond the boundary of the state of Michigan to all over the world. My coming here is a good example of our global outreach. Now, our system of technology transfer traditionally started as a agriculture extension system, which you also have in India. But now we have 2 systems. One is our agriculture extension system, but then we have also established what we call Michigan State University Innovation Center, yeah, which is very different. This did not exist before 1990. So under this system, we have 3 offices. One is we call Michigan State University Technologies, which protects our new innovations through patenting and plant variety protection and other means, copyrights, trademarks. The second office we have is Michigan State University Business Connect, Industry Connect. So there is a special office which connects our faculty and students with industry and industry with our faculty. And then the third office we have under the Innovation Center is, we call it Spartan Innovation, which forms companies based on the new innovations coming out of the university. So we have created a very enabling environment for commercialization of our technologies through public-private partnerships. At our university, our policy allows you can be a professor and you can also start a company. We have special guidelines, so you can be a professor teaching, doing research, but also you can be entrepreneur, which is great. Now, you may ask, what creates culture of innovations at our university? And there are four things that I would like to highlight. First is our faculty members and students, they have very too much, maybe like academic freedom. So there is a freedom, yeah. They can do research as long as they have funding and as long as it fits in their area. So there is a lot of academic freedom. And failure is not viewed as a negative. We always say fail, 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 and then succeed. So there is academic freedom and the failure is acceptable, number one. Number two is the university has created pool of funds that provide seed money and venture capital for starting the new businesses. That's number two. Number three, there is incentive system in place. So when we license a technology to a company, when the royalties come, first $5,000 is given 100% to the faculty member. University doesn't keep any. As the amount of the royalty go up, the share to the inventor goes a little bit down, but on an average, 50% of the royalty that is coming to our university from licensing for those faculties who have created new innovation, that is given to the faculty member. The remaining 50% stays with the university and with the college, but they are also investing that for new research and development. So there is this incentive structure. That's number three. Number four is, few years ago, we have launched a minor in entrepreneurship. So you can have your major degree in economics or engineering or computer science or business or in agriculture or music or whatever, but you can have a minor in entrepreneurship. We have 51,000 students right now. We want every student, all of the 51,000 students, to become entrepreneur. So they can take a minor subject in entrepreneurship. There's a certain number of courses they have to take, and they have to do 2 internships or practical experiential learning experience. So when they get their degree will be listed there, whatever their main degree, but they will get a minor in entrepreneurship. So this is the kind of system we have created and is really working. So I will look forward to hearing the perspective of other panelists. But this is our experience, which is very different, by the way. The systems are different, our cultures are different, but this is how we are creating. So the reason we are successful is, we call it our university, we rely on 3-legged stool. There is a table which has 3 legs. One is we are the academic, we provide education. Government provides funding and regulation, they regulate. But it's the industry that takes the innovations and commercializes. Unless and until university, industry, and the government, all 3 work together, we cannot be successful. This is one of the main recipe of the success in the United States, that all 3, the industry, the academia, and the government, all working together. So thank you very much. I look forward to receiving some questions later on. Now I will request our 2 online panelists to give their remarks. Let's start with Harshvardhana. We heard him this morning. Are you there on the panel? Are you there, sir? Yes, please. Please.
Absolutely, I am here. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Started. I think what you mentioned was really, really very, very interesting, and I completely concur with that, sir. I was in US for about 14 years, and then I went back to India for like 6 years, and that is exactly what we try to achieve in terms of understanding the best of what is there in India and figuring out the best of what is there in America, and especially the collaboration between the academia, the industry, and the government. And that is where in America there is something called Amazon, which created the Everything Store. So at Hollow World, what we try to create and what we are in the process of creating is the Every Skill Store, wherein any person can just go into this beautiful metaverse or the augmented world and have an AI teach them, and they can teach the AI. So we are just like Disneyland, there are these various HoloLands which have been created, and we are partnering with academia and government. And here is like some technology which was used where I was wearing the holo suit, controlling the robot. We can also teach robots these various skills. And the robot is now actually learned how to shake hands with the Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji. So what I'm really excited about is the opportunity for India to be not just a leader in services, but also to be the leading innovator in various domains, in all the traditional domains which we struggled to make products out of because we didn't have a platform, especially a platform which is suited for our means of expression. So that's where Holo World has actually created this Holo Land, which is the skill kind of thing, wherein you don't need any expertise outside of your own special domain knowledge. So as long as you know what your domain is, you can create a land in that domain. So let me just kind of show you a very quick glimpse of these technologies which you can leverage, and you have already leveraged. In fact, like all the ICAR projects, like from Dapole to TNEU to Thanumas, they have all really utilized the HoloMat technology, which creates a holographic kind of projection using just your mobile phone, and a Holo XR, which allows you to kind of interact with this in a very realistic way. A holo capture, which allows you to convert any physical stuff into a holographic replica. Holo suit, which allows humans to now go and learn these skills as well as teach the skills to the robots, as well as holo projector, which is actually there in Dapoli. Dapoli was one of the first universities in the world to get this amazing patent pending technology, which has been invented and manufactured in India. And let me quickly tell you how you can leverage this. Holo suit captures all your body movements and allows you to now learn things, learn any skill you want, as well as teach these skills, because everything that we do in the world, we do it through our body. So similarly, we have holo projector, which allows you to now visualize all these things as well in classroom settings where you will be able to teach it to others. And holo captures allows you to now capture and convert either yourself or any object of your interest. You saw the submarines, you saw the drones, everything was converted using the holo capture technology. Similarly, Holo Yantra allows you to now teach these robots various skills. Many of the robots which are being deployed in agriculture, in fisheries, can now be remotely controlled by humans using this technology. ISRO is actually using this. Similarly, being able to now visualize and interact in 3D and also have these avatars, AI-based avatars, like for example, an AI-based nurse come in and actually guide you, because many times you don't do actions alone. You actually do actions in collaboration with many people. But how do you learn when you are kind of like trying to learn as a student how to do a surgery, and you need to even like do things with respect to other nurses, and they may not be available, right? But in a holographic world with AI, we can actually bring in all those elements, and even the mistakes that those people might be doing, we can actually replicate, not just the good parts, but the bad parts, so that you can learn real world scenarios. And of course, this can be used in various applications, but let us kind of narrow down into agriculture. I mean, you can see here holographically, we can start like learning everything about how to operate a tractor safely, or we can learn how to build a robot which can be deployed, or we can learn how to conduct various experiments, or we can know and kind of even remotely interact holographically. Multiple people can come and teach you about veterinary. This is what we did in Thanumas. Similarly, paddy field, like we can actually go and explore this entire kind of like how do we actually create various crops, and how do we do advanced like gene sequencing. All these have actually been implemented with collaboration with the ICAR universities. Similarly, drones, like I think you saw how beautifully we were able to kind of learn and jointly create this amazing advanced IP, which now throughout the world, we will actually be promoting together in partnership with ICAR. And now, to conclude, I have just created my own AI version to kind of fit with the situation, which will just explain this concept very quickly.
Welcome to HoloLands, a metaverse where people can interact and learn from each other. In this metaverse, there are different lands that have been designed to help people learn various skills. Each land in the metaverse has been created to cater to a specific set of skills or knowledge. Let's get started. Choose any land in front of you to start exploring.
As you can see, they're using HoloSuite and remotely collaborating. This is what is the future. Somebody can be in India, somebody can be in US, and they could be collaborating. In both
Hello,
the real world
welcome
and
to
virtual.
Holospace Land. Today we are at Mars. Wait, don't be shocked. This is a simulation of Mars where I can show how we teach users to build and fix a Mars rover without actually going to Mars. Welcome to Holo Sports Land. I am John. Today I will show you how to play baseball at Holo Sports Land using SportSuit. In Holo Agriculture Land, we can teach users any kind of agriculture-related processes with a hands-on way, without the limitation of unavailability of any crop due to season or geolocation. In this Holo Veterinary Land, we can teach any student about different animals in an interactive 3D way without sacrificing a life of an animal. Guidance by an expert like me or by an AI can be provided for better understanding. This was small tour of what is possible with HoloLands. The possibilities are endless. Join us to explore the future of work, the future of education, the future of skilling.
So this is
Tamil
what we
Nadu
did at
Agricultural
NAU.
University under
In
Institutional
the interest of
Development Plan.
time, I
Na-
wouldn't go into all the details. I'll just quickly kind of show what was done. I'll just skip through these things so that you can kind of get like an idea of what was done at TNAU. And then this is the Holo projector.
IDP
And this
ICAR
is something
project.
that was done like in Thanuvas, where you can see complete like veterinary things which have been kind of created and interactive. These are all the benefits of virtual training modules. And it is like you can use either a tab or a headset, or like you can combine with the HoloSuite. And various blocks have been created already, which are already deployed in Dapoli. And you can also learn programming. You can learn so many different things. The electronics, everything is actually completely simulated. So when you do certain things, it will start behaving exactly like it would in the real world. And there are so many different robots modules which are coming. This is just the beginning that what we started with Dapoli. And these are some small things that we actually kind of created at Dapoli. I think you saw
Devices
videos of like how
the
these
provide
were done with respect
highlighted warning message
Um,
and devices set
to submarine modules. And we are extremely grateful that this type of initiative has happened under NAHAP, ICAR, and it has enabled DBS KKV, TNU, and Thanuvas in partnership with us to jointly create these. I mean, these are amazing IPs which are going to now get adopted worldwide. And we are looking forward to creating so many more experiences in these and other HoloLands in partnership with various ICAR and NAHAP universities. Thank you very much. I really look forward to our discussion later on in these aspects.
Thank you very much, Harshvardhan. Thank you very much. Let's give him a big hand. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Please stay online. We will have questions after all the remarks are made. Our next panelist is Dr. Indra Mani from Agriculture University in Parbhani. Dr. Mani, please. You are there? Okay, we'll keep moving. Maybe it's just muted. Now I request our co-chair, Dr. Srinivasan, to give his remarks, please.
Yeah, thank you, sir. But industry institute interface, what we are planning at, in fact, the last 1 year at JBIMS, we trained more than 2,000 people. We generated revenue that is different. But when you could able to train 2,000 people in 1 year, just to see the capability and competency what we create. As an education institute, we are trainer. And in that conventional process, normally what we think, students is our customer. There is no second thought, there is no doubt, there is no argument. Student is our customer. But what I am saying that, why don't you think corporate is your customer? Industry is your customer. So that what will happen, your student become a product. So now, you know what to deliver to the corporate. And industry, we don't need to make it separate. Always people try to say, why didn't everywhere there is a arguments against industry and institute, there is no collaboration, there is a huge gap, there is you teach what it is. It should be other way. Why I said this, Sun Network, Stanford University network came from university. And the government, the sports guy who created a Nike brand. In fact, it's the other way, academician go to the corporate and try to teach them what is the future. Only thing why I said this word, we have to reinvent our business model even in the academic institute. I do floated a course on how to reinvent your business model in a couple of IIM. That is one of the flagship course. When I say how to reinvent your business model, today across India, all the academicians, all the academic institutes, their core income come through the students' fees. Whether it's a private or government institute, based on government, it is get subsidy. If it is a private institute, 99%, their business model believes on students' fees as the revenue. But that's not a viable business model if you want to run it in the future. Then what are the other ways, avenues of we have to generate revenue to the organization apart from the students' fees? That's what the role of the academician comes. The role of the academician, morning, I was listening that sir also mentioning, is not only a teaching. It should elevate, he should bring that value. How we can add value, academician? Teaching is one of the finest profession. He can have multiple acts without losing the core principles of teaching. How? He can be a good researcher, publisher, case writer, column writer, trainer, MDP, FDP, consulting, mentoring, coach, over and above. We know our administrative responsibilities, dean, directors. Almost we can have more than dozen of profession in our teaching. As a teacher, if you could able to do all this stuff, how much revenue you can create as an individual? When you create revenue, that adds value to the institute. That's what sir was mentioning, how that international universities think for it. We have to reinvent our business model. It is a right time to reinvent our business model. Once if you go to the corporate and try to tell them what is the future, not industries come to the B school or the colleges say what we are doing. That is appreciated, but I'm thinking that how academician, for that how they can able to build the capability and competency, they should be a good researcher. That is what even NEP talks about morning, the earlier committees were discussing. As an academician, you should try to leverage your capability and teaching along with research. When you could be able to do that, the beneficiaries are students. Why? Students will get hands-on experience from the faculty. It is not bunking the lecture. In fact, they love to sit the lecture. But the only question, how many faculties goes out of the way to do this? And industry should also believe that. For example, why I said this word, when I trained one HR guy comes, I'll tell you the process, what you have done. We started MHRD course recently in JBIMS, 30 students. I brought 15 CHROs on the board. Every CHRO comes to the campus, they mentor 2 students. When the CHRO comes, that is everywhere it happens, the normal procedure. Now, what I have done, I used to talk to them each and everyone, every CHROs. And I used to request them, what is your problem? Can you be able to address? In fact, yesterday we were discussing with Rane. Always we try to give solution to others, not to exploit others. Because we are in the profession of knowledge sharing. How we can add value to others. To add value, do you have the capability and competency? If you don't have, you have to build it. And when I interact with the companies, they have hundreds of problems. Every company can't afford to go to top 4 consulting. When there is a medical problem, if they come, sir, can you be able to help us? When I started approaching them, they are coming in the part of teaching. We are giving a good quality students. As an academician, we also go to their corporate and train them or teach them or do some live research or consulting. In addition, faculty get additional revenue. Institute get additional revenue. Whatever research we have done, trust me, we filed 2 patents. There is a genuine problem. I don't want to name the company. When you train that, it is not a one time. It is a continual and continuous. There is a 2 different concepts. This has to be done. It's a process. It's not a one time. It has to go on, keep on going in. And if you could able to engage, it's not just a teaching institute. We have to come out of teaching institute to solution based. And if you could able to add this process continuously, that industry institute interface will go much more stronger. And if you could able to do that, yes, every institute can able to believe the organization. Organization do believe on that. Because every organization or colleges or corporates, they can't get solution from the international. If my problem happening at regional level, I have to get solution from the regional level. When I said that, there is a meaning out of it. What is it? Think global, act local. That is a normal jargon in the global. Think global, act local. But today it is also proved that if you could act local, we can compete global. Because that is a jargon what we talk about. So we don't want to bring global technology, everything, and that is fine. With the help of technology, by sitting at a corner at Napoli, I could able to access, including Stanford to Harvard, which was not a story 20 years before. Today, if you see any organization last 20 years, which was successful, they have reinvented their businesses. Why academic institute need exemption out of it? We also need to reinvent. When I get second chance, again, I'll talk. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Srinivasan. Yeah, excellent remarks. Reinventing, right? We have to reinvent to diversify sources of funding and others. So thank you. Our next panelist is Dr. Rajendra Jagdale, Managing Director and CEO of Science and Technology Park. I've known Dr. Jagdale for many years. In fact, he visited Michigan State University about 20 years ago.
Yes,
So thank you.
precisely 22 years ago.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Kareem. Our relation goes 2 decades ago. I've been did short course in MSU, and that changed my life. Now, what I do now, I am heading one institute called Science and Technology Park, which is a industry academia bridge set up jointly with the University of Pune and Government of India. Now we operate nearly 60 to 67 business incubators. I am absolutely asset light. I don't own a single inch of space. I use the space which is available within the universities and colleges and tell them to do what we have been doing for years. To cut the story, this is the only science and technology entrepreneurs park in the country which does not take single penny from Government of India for our sustenance. We're completely financially independent. From zero, now we earn about per capita, our billing is about 17 million rupees, 1.7 crore rupees, without taking government money. Usually people say when I talk about incubate, we have mentored more than 1,000 startups, 286 companies actually funded by us. I operate 3 venture funds, 1 hedge fund, I closed 2 funds. When I did not know the language of finance, I didn't know what is credit and what is debit. VC means vice chancellor, we knew. I didn't know VC is venture capital. And I am now venture capitalist. I operate 1 venture capital firm in US and 1 hedge fund in US, 1 in Russia, 1 in Taiwan. Now, how did we do this? Kareem rightly said, we need to give a freedom to people who are leaders in innovation space. Please remember, innovators are not academicians. Let's understand that. To put in a simple language, We use money to create knowledge through process of education. And we have to understand education institution. Once we set up an incubation center on campus, we are changing our total perspective. Their objective is to convert knowledge into money. In education, we convert money into knowledge, to cut it short, but here we are converting knowledge into money. And to do that, we have to interact with industries, we have to interact with consumers, we have to interact with scientists. Unless there's a functional freedom and financial autonomy, this is not going to happen. I could do that because I had completely 100% financial and functional freedom to operate. So we do that. People also feel that, oh, we don't have many industries, so we don't get startups. Entrepreneurship can be anywhere. And I have hundreds of stories to tell. Solving societal problems could be eradication of cancer. It could be organic farming. It could be solving problem of malnutrition. There's entrepreneurship in it. We're taking societal challenges through mode of entrepreneurship, then only it will be resolved. If it is going to be on charity or government funding, no problems can be solved forever. It's temporary solution. So we have taken malnutrition as an issue and created about a dozen of companies. We have dozen of companies in organic farming. I can give a large number of stories. So we did this from that small micro entrepreneurship to larger entrepreneurship. Within our portfolio, we have 7 what we call is unicorns. 7 unicorns in one. India is adding 1 unicorn every week. And we are lucky that we have 7 out of whatever India has. So it's possible to do it anywhere, everywhere, provided we created the right kind of ecosystem. And our academic institutions are not yet geared to create that ecosystem. We need to understand this. NEP talks a lot about entrepreneurship. NEP talks a lot about entrepreneurship. Let's take this, how we can do it more effectively. Anybody wants our support? What I'm doing is now I'm helping academic institutions to do what we have done. And now at almost 67 institutions where we have been mentoring. Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you, Dr. Jagdalia. Thank you. So he has created venture capital fund. If you need money, I think you go to Pune, right? To Dr. Jagdalia. Yeah? So thank you. Okay, Dr. Indramani is there
I
now
want to
online.
actually thank you.
Please,
Thank
sir.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. In fact, I'm sorry I was busy in, I am busy rather in another activity, but I wanted to just, greet you people and thank for organizing this great, seminar. This actually, that this in Maharashtra, MCR has, is doing one exercise in which revamping of the education system in line of NEP. We have been working, and a lot of exercise has been done that how education system, agriculture education system of Maharashtra can be reoriented, as per the NEP. And I could listen that, experts that lot of skill development work is required. Lot of CSR funding is required. What we are trying actually nowadays that if we want to really deliver, this and make a robust education system, it's very important that we should, from concept to commercialization, this industry association is necessary. We are calling it AIG model. That means academia, industry, and government should join hand together and work on it. We call it triple helix model. IITs also call it triple helix model because unless academia has to give, develop technology, industry has to implement it, government has to facilitate an ecosystem, what was mentioned, that ecosystem should be there where they can grow. In some examples, I would like to just mention that what we are doing. I was at IARI, Indian Agriculture Research Institute, New Delhi. There also, and after coming here in my university, BNMKB Parbhani, we are trying to work with this model, my dear friends, and through the industry is coming with under their CSR funding, and we at Parbhani have established a Maharashtra Mechanization Center, Kamji Farm, totally with the funding of TAFE Group, and a modern machinery training center, design center, and modern irrigation center. Total investment of the industry, and this is facilitating a new approach, that rather than sending our students and the youth to industry far up, industry has established center in our campus, and we are able to meet the requirement of youth and the students of our area, and they have not to travel along and get those training, rather than industry is coming to the villages, to the university. These are and similarly industry like another tractor industry, CNH India, they funded us for though, so 50 lakh rupees they funded exclusively for training 1500 to 2000 farmers, and training at their doorstep through our KBKs. So this kind of association will help in skilling, reskilling, upskilling, and developing confidence between industry and academia. And government is this the base CSR funding has been in new guidelines, the way it has been regulated, that you have to use it for the purpose means where really social responsibility is there. So these are the some example, and it is true that my friend was telling that we are having number of program in agriculture, student ready program, and all those idea is that more and more collaboration between industry and institutions is required. And what I'm telling is the name which I said, that triple helix model. It's not like that we have not to do in series, we have to work in parallel. So from concept to commercialization, if project is being developed, or technology is being developed, the industry should be together. I would like to put another example, just that I was given the responsibility as a convener to bring drone in agriculture at that time. My DDG at that time, Lagu Sundaram, was chairman, and I was member, a number of people. We took a decision that if you want to take the recommendation, make the practical recommendation and take them fast, then involve industry. And we took permission from government that from the beginning only, when we are discussing the guidelines, we requested that drone industry should come, and pesticide industry should come, even fertilizer industry should come, and we should work together, that whatever recommendation we are making, taking input of industry, so that it should not happen like you make recommendation, after that industry finds faults with it, and then it remain just in limbo. So to avoid that, we did this exercise, and let me tell you, this committee's recommendation were accepted in minimum possible time. That's why we always call science-led policy decision, where industry should be taken into fold, and government should be taken into fold, and academia should lead, because as whenever there is technology related issues are there, academia should be there. And let me tell you, after that was such a good experience for the government, that after that 3-4 committees were made for SOP development, and I was basically given the responsibility again and again based on the first experience. So this is another example where if you take industry together, industry and different, it's not only one industry. We 2-3 verticals are involved, then take them together. So these are certain things. My conclusion, my feeling is that only until and unless industry and academia work together and they convince the government to facilitate and create an ecosystem in which scaling of technology should be done. So now the government is also saying that piloting, we don't want piloting always. We want as soon as some scale you show. So this is one. Another example I want to tell, I was at IRI, we developed a technology called PUSA decomposer. And engineering side, we developed technology to apply, and microbiology developed that one. First year we did it 2,000 acres. Second year we did it, but when a big industry like 25 industry came, but one big industry came, and in third year we could take it to the 15 lakh acre in Punjab, Haryana, and this. So spread of technology is not possible until unless industry is there. And once industry come, then my dear friends, skilling and new technology and all those things will be possible. So in this I wanted to make a short this one. And since my friends are waiting, I'm really in a board. And two, three things I wanted to raise that from here, it should definitely be emphasized that concept to commercialization, the all three pillars of development must be taken together. They should work in parallel, not in series, and come out with technology which are and spread that technology as a larger area. Because let me tell you another thing, all these three pillars, they don't have conflict of interest also. Our job is to develop technology. Industry job is to take it to the end users and do the business. And government job, in both the cases, credit goes to government that, okay, you could do this, you could give this solution to end user or to farmers. So this is very brief. I wanted to make an intervention, and I wish all the best for this conference, and thanks for providing me opportunity. And I will try to get the proceeding and read more and get more knowledge and ideas from this seminar. Thank you very much. If you allow, I can join the meeting from where I have come out.
Thank you, Professor Mani. Thank you for reinforcing the point of the partnership between the academia, industry, and the government. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Our
Thank
next panelist is Brigadier Dr. Ganeshan, please.
Hello, yeah. Good afternoon, and thank you very much for this opportunity. I am one of the odd person here who is not directly involved with agriculture, but I enjoy the farming and farm produce. The holistic approach is a very interesting thing. The way I understand holistic approach is it includes and thinks about all the stakeholders. For agriculture education, the stakeholders are many, and one of the important stakeholders is our farmers. So the discussion has been going on about students, their future, the industry, academia, money. But at some stage, we also have to think about farmers, which is part of the holistic approach to agriculture education. So today I'll see if I can give a little bit perspective from the farmers, because we have been interacting with them for some time for last 2 decades. So can move on? Yeah. I can't see this. Right. So this is where we picked up from Dr. Varghese Kurian. You all know about him. He says a country like India has to have a good mix of traditional knowledge and modern technology. Somehow I tend to agree, because he has proved it in the Amul. So I think this is not very easy to forget our traditional knowledge. So how do we factor in? Yeah, next. So to do that, we have to go to the villages, because knowledge has no legs. So we traveled to the villages believing that they have knowledge. And the organization name is Palle Sujana. Palle is village, Sujana is creativity. And we went across the villages. They never disappointed us. We found them sources, not sinks. We found them amazing. Go back, next, please. Yeah. We found that there are so many problems they solved, small problems. Actually, in fact, Dr. Jain was mentioning about how they make innovation of making holes on the buns. So there is so much of innovation takes place which reduces their pains, reduces their time, perhaps, or increases the productivity. But they're made from local resources and local technologies. And we treated them always as sources, and thereby we found amazing knowledge in the villages. We give visibility to them, voice and the velocity. Next. Yeah. This is the way, if you really want our academia or education society to learn from the villages, you know, start scouting them, where to go there. And then, of course, documentation is the most difficult proposition, because documentation just they're not aware of it. In informal system, documentation is concurrent, but here it's not so. And having done that, their knowledge, their innovations can be linked with the formal system for patents or awards or any other things. But this documentation is a critical activity. If we don't do that, we lose the knowledge of the villagers. Next, please. So we just give a glimpse of amount of knowledge in the villages. I put some figures here. We could get more than 500 innovations, and out of them, 54 have got patents, and they're all in the market in various ways, but made in the villages by the grassroots people. We try to people try to provide them some help, and horizontal dissemination take place, village to village, land to land, not coming up and down. Therefore, they become affordable, appropriate, and they're easy to maintain and customize. Next. So even formal system, when we connected their knowledge and documentation, formal system like you all recognize them and give so many awards. Uneducated farmers, uneducated village women and children, but they have so much of knowledge, which so much recognition has come in Padma Shris and award, national, international awards. Name a thing, these villages got it because of the creative solutions. So that is our Atmanirbharta, that is our strength. Next. So for example, on the left side, you see, in my childhood, I saw the hand pump, but I was excited about technology given to me. I'm now 75 years. And I find that there's no version 2 for hand pump since then. We have so many versions for every phone, everything, but not there. But someone thought of making 1:1 to 1:7. On the right side, if you see, a small innovation with the least technology, but it serves not 1:1, but 1:7, with no wastage of water with the taps put in there. This has come because Samvedana. They saw the pain of a child who got delayed in the classroom, and teacher punished, and she went and cried at home, and the parents thought about it, and they said they internalized the pain of the daughter, internalized the humiliation of the daughter, came out with a solution. That's what you have. For me, it's one of the biggest painting, and the value it provides is more from less for many. Next. Just put on the right, click on the right. Video should start. Yeah. This is made in Maharashtra and you see Gujarat. It doesn't matter. But a beautiful cycle driven, no power, nothing. And we all know the figures, 85% farmers in the country hold less than 1 hectare. They can't afford to have power or regular maintenance. Now you just put the cycle and the belt cycle moves on. And then the beautiful thing is the spray is behind him. It doesn't harm the farmer. And safety is very important for these grassroots innovators. They every time it is a part of the design parameters. Next. Fertilizers have been given to us since Green Revolution, maybe 7 decades now. But the last minute dispensation was not provided. It is left to the subjectivity of the farmers and the farm labor. Thereby, you all know so much of wastage takes place because no one has the time or energy to put exactly. So one farmer made such a small, did you run this? The second one? Go back. He put a backpack and put the fertilizer in this, and he locates with the hand pump handle and presses by controlling the quantity. 35% input cost reduced by using this for him. His use of fertilizer cost has come up. Imagine if this simple device is given to the entire farmers of this country how much we reduce the input cost and also environmental degradation due to wastage of fertilizers. Next, please. In the schools, we have only one level of taps. In public space, one level of taps, but children are not same height. So one girl asked principal, says, sir, why like this? The principal made a multi-level taps. My dear friends, a small problem, but when a girl walks to the tap, goes to the correct height, drinks water, she expresses gratitude silently. And perhaps she learns sanskar to do the same thing for next generation. We are reducing the pain of the people. All this is part of our education. Next. Next. Yeah. You see, the seeding is a big problem. I don't know how many thousands and thousands of acres we seed every time. And that lady, 5 people, 2 days, 1 acre by bending forward and struggling. But here, one lady with a small rod, need not be a new material, and she does 1 ready, 1 acre, 1 day without bending. And look at the economics of it. 3,000 rupees of 1 acre, that's only 500 rupees of 1 acre. So 1 acre you save 500. Imagine how much money you save with input cost. And economically, that was made available for the farmers for dissemination. So the simplest things, but it can bring amazing economy. Next. Now there's no transport in the village. There's so much agricultural transportation, infrastructure transportation. And now earlier bullock carts have gone, and tractor trolley is not for common people. So somebody made a trailer 6x4x3, and it is run by available power sources. He has not made a power source. A moped, a motorcycle, auto, anything can run it. 1,000 kg is the capacity. Next. Now this is what yesterday we were discussing. You can put transplantation by standing vertically, and you can make a hole, and the plastic doesn't go into the earth, it stays there. Otherwise, the present plastics, the whole entire area goes into the field. We've not made anything, he has made a beautiful thing. Next, please. And we have no cranes in the village, 6.5 lakhs villages. There's so much of weights have increased, but with no crane. And somebody made a crane where it attached to a tractor. It lifts 15 feet height and 1,000 kgs, and it costs 9,000 rupees. My dear friends, 6.5 lakh villages, 1 crane each would bring so much of happiness to them and many other economical advantages. Next. Now, sprayer. We have given a sprayer on the left side. We call it Taiwan sprayer or a solar sprayer, but rotary sprayer. It does spray in the front and makes the farmer go into the spray, which is certainly dangerous. We all know it, but we're not given anything about it. The mask doesn't help actually. If any one of us does spray for half acre, I think we'll go to the hospital straight away. But this chap, just next click, please, middle one. Oh. Now, he just put the spray in the rear. Ganesh, you saw father's problem, spray and sprayer, put the spray in the rear so that their health is saved. And spraying is taking place, health is saved. And the last one, you see the last, next please. Last one, this spray what we have given is only 3 to 4 feet. If he has got 5 acres, how many days will it take? But there what he did is, he puts the whole weight onto the bung and takes a pipe and goes up to 300 feet radius. And he can do it. It's a game changer for the people on the ground. Now, these are also important in the approach. While we talk of high technology, modern technology, yes, we need them, but we also need them because we are very small and marginal farmers. Next. Next. Yeah, so we have seen that the grassroots innovations are of 2 types, my dear friends. One is grassroots innovations made for grassroots people. That's what farmer system does it. That's what our agri-engineering college or engineering college does it. The other one is grassroots people do for grassroots. What I have shown so far, the second category where villagers did for their own problems, and they do with voluntarism. There's no budget, there's no mandate, there is no salary for them. There's no reward for them. And they do with some Vedana. See the pain of others, internalize it, and try to reduce the pain of others. And they do with the model of knowing, feeling, and doing. And then their value system, like they give affordable excellence, appropriateness. Then there is a low technology, local solutions. They give more from less for many. Like wonderful values which are not materialistic based, but were functionality based, people based, because when the pain reduces, the happiness comes. And they address the diversity of the country. You all know very well, 126 agri zones we have and so many other diversities. Are you teaching diversity to our students to address the problems? Are you making them specialists for particular agri zone or a particular crop? If you don't do it, perhaps the focused attention, the wisdom of our students may not really go to the farmers who are another big stakeholders. Interconnectedness, soil, check what agriculture, you all know it is with handling is nature, water, soil, birds, animals. Now, we don't teach the characteristics of those and the influence of that on the device you make, on the activity you make. And if that interconnectedness is not known, then there will be some negative follows which may not appear in the short term, but in the long term. So how do we teach them? Grassroots innovators automatically imply this factorize it. Next. And I also examine that these grassroots innovations made by grassroots, do they address SDGs? So when I examined this, I found 5 of them. Yeah, 4 of them being addressed. Even at what thought and what you all have contributed, it also addressed in this. It is important for us education to also address SDGs, but overall the universal aims are achieved. Next, done. When we engage with the grassroots innovations, there are a lot to students learn. I just listed out some, but I'm very sure you go in search of learning, you learn the tradition, the knowledge, the harmony between the nature and about the nature. All this will learn, and tremendous amount of knowledge comes to it. Next, please. So the questions for NEP agricultural education is that, do we include nature and people in our syllabus? Do we expose our students to that, or we exclude it? And if we do it, what happens? If we don't do, what happens? We want you to debate on that. And then it also suggests lifestyle, appropriateness, affordability. These kind of, more from less, the kinds changes the lifestyle of people. Can we go for such lifestyle for sustainability? These are the questions which can be discussed during the NEP finalization. Last slide. I have a feeling that agriculture should be specialized. Like agri zone wise must have specialization. Like doctors have so much of specialization, crop specialization. In one of the area I went, there's entire district is only bananas. But whom to ask? Extension people are not good at bananas only, they're good at everything. So I also request to consider whether there is a possibility of specializing our students, our education for particular crops, especially in a country like ours. Next. That's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Ganeshan. Thank you. This grassroots level perspective, very important, right? So lots of lesson learned. Our last panelist is Dr. Prabodh Haide. He is Vice President of Marico. Are you there, Dr. Haide?
There, sir.
Okay, please
I'm
go
there.
ahead.
I'm there.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. Sir, am I audible?
About 3 to 4 minutes. Yeah, please.
Am I audible? Am I audible? Prabodh here. Sir, am I audible? Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, great. Thank you for inviting me, and I was very keen of listening to all the debates on the dais. And all the experts have actually made a very, very good point. I would like to thank the organizer for inviting me. My name is Dr. Prabodh Haide. I am working with Marico in head of the research and development for the last 18 years. And earlier to that, I was with Coca-Cola for 8 years. I have supported many startups. I'm on various boards of the academia, including CFTRI, Mysore, NIFTAM, and various
Dr. Haide, your voice is not very clear.
universities. I'm going to make a very, very Hello?
Your voice is not clear. I don't know where the internet connection is not good.
Am I audible now?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Am I audible now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, great. No, I think there was some hitch-ups in the technology. So I have 2, 3 very important point because I'm supporting a lot of startups and I'm supporting a lot of students for their innovation. So I was keenly hearing all the experts. I have made my presentation, but in paucity of time, I don't want to present on the screen. If we do not innovate, we will evaporate. The education policy which we are now heading to, the new educational policy, it is very good that we are coming towards the industry, we are coming towards the farmer and understanding the stakeholders. Believe me, now way forward post COVID, we have to realize we have to take everyone together. We need to understand the problem of the society or the industry. I always say, in our education, in our research has to be based on the need of the consumer. What is actually the consumer's pain? Consumer insighting is the most important aspect where you should do research. Esoteric research, the research which do not have any end, they are continual. Our country will not able to afford that. So I would say that there could be a two kind of research. 80% should be directly product driven for the benefit to the consumer. 20% could be the long term scientific 5 years, 10 years research where long term something will come out as a new molecule or new technology. But 80%, 60 to 80% should be based on the tangible benefit. Whole evaluation of our research should not be based only on the publication. We also know there are many universities and many colleges which they are called as a factory of the research articles. That should not be our aim. It is not important to how many research article we publish, but how many technologies you touch based. I am really thankful I have gone through your website and I found that low cost harvesting technology has been developed by one of the student by your university. These are the small innovations. Incremental innovations are important. How you are touching to the consumer, how you are touching to the industry, how you are touching to the farmer. It is very high time we should produce a value out of our education to get the value by the stakeholders. All the respected dignitaries, there was a second world war happened during 1940 to 1943. Most of the innovations happened during the first and second world war because there were crises. Unless we have a crisis, unless we have some kind of problems, we will not innovate. We have seen during the COVID time that hungerness, belly in the fire in the belly is required. Professors are need to give that fire into the belly of the students. There has to be some need, urgent need of doing something. Now the country is developing to the 5th largest economy of the world. Chandrayaan has been successfully landed on the south part of the moon. Mangalyaan, we are going to the new phase. In the agriculture, in the food processing, we required such kind of innovation. Sorry to say, but you take the 10 name of good food products. How many these food products has been derived from the association of the industry and the academia? None. Why not? It is also a question to the industry. Why industry is not coming towards academician? Same question is that why academicians cannot come to the industry? Gone is gone, but now the future is bright. Bharat is now becoming strong. We need a partnership with the academicians. but we need to change the entire structure, not the speed, but the gear. We need to change this gear, come towards the prosperity of Bharat. There are enough room, there are enough chances we will prosper. Gone those days which we are dependent on the Western world, we can create and deliberate. And so many students are coming and doing some startups, but where is the role of academician? Earlier speaker from Pune, he has given a very good point about relevance. Our research has to be relevant to the society as on today. Past is past. So if we do not innovate, we evaporate. Small thing to the students, those who are sitting, or the professors, do not only do your research article publication, go for patenting. Patent is very, very important. It's called as a soft power. Artificial
Haile, if you
intelligence.
can please wrap up, if you can just wrap up in 1 minute.
Yes, sir. My last few aspects. So, my 70% of the population of the India is dependent on agriculture and agriculture processing, agricultural food processing. They contribute to 20% of the value in the GDP. It is a high time we add value to get the value and do some innovation coming together. And I see a very good prospect because the youth are really innovators. We need to give direction to them. My simple request to the youth, come into the making of the Bharat. Do not waste your time on the media, Instagram, unnecessary reel seeing. Invest in the research and positive nation building. Do not worry what has happened in the past. Future is very bright. Together we will win. Thank you. Any help, we are here. We can support. We are supporting more than 1,000 startups. You bring an idea, we will hand over to you. I'm giving all my details to the organizer. Anybody can contact us. And thank you for inviting me. Thank you, Chair. And let's come together and we will do the change. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, we had excellent panel here. Lots of different perspectives. Now we'll open up for some questions from the audience. Please. You can ask question to any of the panel members. Yeah. 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 I think everybody is ready for coffee or tea. Oh, there is a question here. Please.
Mr. Chairman, sir,
Yes.
there is a provision for industrial attachment as a part of BSc Agriculture, BTech Agricultural Engineering, BTech Food Science program. But while reviewing the progress in this manner, in this particular aspect, we found that many industries do not allow these students to be attached to them. For whatever reasons, maybe the, the credibility of the institute, which is sending or sponsoring the students, it may be. So there is a need to bring them together and emphasize that this attachment is very important. The students get 3 months stay in their industry and they are given an opportunity to learn from themselves how the industrial atmosphere. Now, they are not very much trained people. Probably that may be one of the reasons why the industry is reluctant. Some industries do give that, but not all. So, and if that is not there, then our whole program of experience and this hand-on training in the BSc graduate program will be totally coming into doldrums because it is fully dependent on industry and industry's cooperation. So I think at appropriate level, this should be tackled by the how best we can create the atmosphere of friendliness between the industry because and to accept the students as their trainees in whatever little way they can help. That is one important problem I want. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Excellent.
Can I answer this?
Each semester, we invite industry and have a fair where students can go with their resume or their CV, and they will have a desk. Each company will have their desk. They will go and meet with them, and they recruit the students from on campus there. So that happens every semester. I do not know what the system
Can I answer
is there,
this?
but
Can I answer this?
it's both. We have to reach out to them, and they also have to reach out to us. Thank you. Any
Can
other?
I answer this, sir? Can I answer this, Prabodh here?
Oh, you have question, Doctor? Yes, please, go ahead.
Okay, what I'm saying, I'm the national chairman of Small and Medium Business Chamber. If you give us the detail about your institute, we can provide you a complete training solution to your student, to the industry. We can connect with the industry. So definitely we will help you. All your students will get the internship of 3 months or 4 months, which is a mandated. But it can be a plan activity. It cannot be the surprise activity. So I'm just want to assure you, connect with us. We will definitely support that.
Okay, we'll take a note of that. Other questions? Oh, please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
This is the extension of what Dr. Puri sir has said. We had some good experience with the industries initial year when this student ready program was there. So we find some good industries that they have allowed our students. But later on, because of some many reasons, now they are reluctant. So my question is with respect to the industry people that can we have some modalities with respect to policies related decisions that they should provide this industry environment to our graduate students of their labor employment for us the sake of 5% or 10% should be from the graduate student or postgraduate student that they should be there with the industry environment. So can we frame such kind of the policies with the industries with the help of government, industries, and academicians, sir?
Actually, legal framework already exists. Every industry legally have to provide apprenticeship. It's a mandatory. Some industries do not take it very seriously, but we want to head on, take on with them, it's fine. But it's a mandatory by law that industry have to absorb students for as apprenticeship. It's a legal provision is there. So, of course, that only says we need to have a very deeper interaction with industries, invite them often, engage them even in teaching also. Then only rapport builds. Legal provision is there because industries don't help. So the government has made a law that the industries have to help. But not everybody is. The legal provision is already there. But
okay. Thank you.
In our situation, just to add, yes, in our situation.
So regarding this one,
Yeah.
in-plant training, just sir has asked. So there is a legal binding, no doubt, but that in-plant training period should be 6 months. So that is the Apprenticeship Act is there. So we will have 3 months, 4 months, but it will have 6 months, then it will be most feasible. But we have only 4.5 months or 4 months is there in each semester. So there may be create some problem. Okay, sir.
Industry minister is from Ratnagiri. Please approach, convince. It's very simple to come up with a new GR and modify that apprenticeship provision.
I just wanted to add that in our situation, we have many of our alumni are working in industry. So we keep good relationship with our alumni. And when a call goes to alumni from the university, they're always supportive and positive, yeah. So sometime to build that relationship, to build that network, also in our industry sponsored research, sometime we put internship as a part of the industry sponsored research, so students get experience. We also invite industry experts as a guest lecturers in our classes, and we take our students on study tours. So I think that relationship building and that trust has to be built so that they really see that there's a value in getting that. Yeah, thank you.
So that's why I'm requesting all our alumni to please communicate to our alumni, their alumni, to get registered on our app, so that will be on the one app will be there. So you can be with us, and you can see the strength of the alumni. Please get registered. Thank you.
We will close the session, but before we do that, I request our coordinators here.
Thank you, sir. I'm summating the key notes from this session related to industries and skilling. Total 7 panelists has put up their views from the different corners of the country as well as from the different corners of the world. I'm not going in detail of all these things, but only the summative nature is that every university should go for the innovative center along with the freedom for operation. This is the basic theme behind this one. The problem related to the students as well as the industries for the redeployment, for the in-plant training, that can have a solution by different means that individual has or individual institute should work on that one. Thank you very much for your presence and nice views here. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So on the behalf of organizers, I thank chairman, co-chairman, as well as the coordinators of this particular session. And with permission of chair, I declare that this session is over. Thank you very much. Immediately after this, we are starting with another session, that is session number 4. But meanwhile, tea is there outside, and one by one you can go without disturbance.